Hey guys, I just want to take a minute to welcome you to the channel. Obviously, channel's brand new. We're going to be loading some fantastic content as hopefully some of you, if you don't know me, you know I'm a big racer. I've got a Bravo package, Charger Hellcat, and today I'm actually going to be running through some of the things that we've done to this car to make it what it is behind the build, and hopefully you guys like it. There'll be many more videos to come, so stay tuned. Okay guys, there it is. Obviously black Charger Hellcat. Just going to give it a quick walk around before I kind of give you the rundown of exactly what all we've done to the car. I had it cleaned up for Cars and Coffee yesterday. After about 10 minutes, of course, it's dusty because it's black, and you guys know black cars are extremely hard to keep clean. But I really enjoy this car. It's something I can, I haven't taken any weight out of it. I can literally take the family for a cruise in it and take it to the racetrack and really not change hardly anything and run this car consistently fast. So you can see quite a bit going on with it, but it is, hopefully you guys feel like it's tasteful. I want to kind of start out with a few aesthetic things on the outside. Obviously we've got a stripe package here. This is from a company in North Fort Worth called Techniques, and they put the stripe on this car. It is actually modeled after the GT350R stripe, and I actually really like the stripe. I think it came out fantastic. It's wider than what you'd see on the Mustang, but I think it came out great. Also, you can see right here you've got American Brothers badging. We've got that on all four corners, so I'll give you a quick look at that. I think these look fantastic and they pop. You can see the red calipers there. I am running a fully stock wheel, so I've got 9.5s all the way around. There goes Mrs. X home from work. She was trying to avoid us. So then we've got around here, you can see Peitz Bravo package, American Brothers badge. This exhaust is actually a 5-inch exhaust tip, which is powder coated. That was done by a company called Kenny's up in North Fort Worth. It's a tunnel ram exhaust, fully welded. You cannot buy it off the shelf, but I actually really love the way it sounds on the car, and I think it looks really mean. It just really fills up the back of the car, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. So I'm actually a really big fan of that. And as you can see here, we've got Bravo on the bottom here. It says stock wheels. At some point I probably want to go ahead and do a 10.5-inch reproduction wheel back here, simply because the car actually eats up the middle of these tires. I'm sticking a 305 drag radial underneath it for just daily driving, but it does eat through tires like crazy. So if I had a little bit wider rim, then of course it wouldn't eat up the tires quite so fast. So on the outside, I mean, that's pretty much it, but I want to cover some things on the interior. Okay guys, here's the interior. As you can see, one thing you may notice is that I have not changed a damn thing. It is essentially stock on the inside. A couple quick things. I've got a couple of decals here just to kind of make it pop. On the far side, I may walk around and show you that. That's actually a Dodge accessory on the 2018 Charger Hellcat. But I think it looks fantastic with the red theme. But the car is basically stock. I love the red and black seats. I think they look mean as hell, especially with the theme of the car. You see my little cable here. But at any rate, the car is stock. I haven't removed any weight from it. So for those of you saying I've gutted it or done whatever, absolutely not the case. I can still fit 5 people in this car comfortably. Really do enjoy driving this car, and it is very streetable. And there's that little SRT thing there. It's just simply pop it out and I think it looks fantastic, even though that little piece of plastic was like $70 from Dodge. It does look nice. So on the interior, guys, that is it. I mean, she is what she is. Now the meat of it is obviously the motor and the things we've done to it, so I'll cover that. Okay guys, there's the interior here of the engine bay, and you know, I feel like it's pretty clean. It's actually not really a crazy setup, believe it or not. So as I mentioned, this is a Peitz Bravo package. Essentially what that means is that the car has retained its stock blower, its stock motor, its stock transmission, and it's even got its stock suspension. So the Dodge did a fantastic job of setting up the suspensions, even on these cars, let alone the Demon. But you know, we've got some things going on under here, and I'll kind of let you know what we've done. We are running a stock airbox. I have found that the stock airbox actually flows equally as well as any of the aftermarket airboxes do. It is just a K&N in there. All this carbon fiber stuff here, the dip, was done by a company called JLT. They do absolutely fantastic work. As you can see, it's just a carbon fiber and red accent theme. I do have a catch can here, which you know, it actually does catch oil, guys, believe it or not. Maybe at some point I'll show you what it's done. I do race this car quite a bit. This car is consistent. I never have to worry about it not running right. It's tuned well. I mean, the car is just an animal for what it is. But so to kind of jump in, you know, to what we've got going on here, as you can see, that is a Gates belt. It's green. That is a 275 upper pulley. It is, and you're not going to be able to really see it, but it is a 10% lower, so that does help the crank. Has been pinned on this vehicle. You can see here's the Peitz badge. I'll give you guys a quick look at that. And it is, like I said, it's a really nice running car. In terms of some of the other components that are in this car, I am running full E85. Okay guys, I do want to talk just briefly about my tire setup. These guys here are Dark Stars. That's an 18 by 5, and that's a biplius tire. And so anyway, guys, it's similar to like what they run on the Demon. I will tell you that those things absolutely suck 1000% to put on the car. The lugs on them are terrible. It takes me an hour to change out my front tires. So not obviously super user friendly, but once they're on the car, they actually work fantastic. You can get a lot of passes out of these Dark Stars. They're much lighter, much less rolling resistance, and I actually do like them, with the exception of just having to put them on. That's kind of a bummer. And then of course, guys, here's the rear. That is a 17-inch Dark Star, so obviously they do match. But then I'm running an ET Street R, Mickey Thompson. And this tire actually is fantastic. I actually love this tire. I think it hooks up really well on the radial. I have tried slicks, guys, and my car water beds terribly at the top of the track. So these tires, unfortunately, these tires are completely hooped. They have got no tread left on them at all. They're done. So I'm going to be on my way over to Summit to get some new ones probably this week, because I intend on racing later in the week. So, but guys, these tires, these Mickey Thompson ET Street R's in 305s, they are fantastic. You know, you get them reasonably hot, and they really do hook up well, even for a car at my power level. I'm very, very pleased. The car tracks very straight on these. So I just wanted to give you guys a brief update on kind of what I use. I know a lot of Hellcat guys use these. A lot of other guys use these. Guys with, you know, Vets and Camaros, and I mean, this is kind of almost like a new standard on these. And if you're not running a Bracket Pro, if you want something that is actually a street radial, I can drive this tire on the street. It performs absolutely fine. Car drives wonderful with them on there. I drive it to the track with these tires on it. So if you guys are looking for a really good race tire for your setup, for your street application, give these ET Street R's a think, because they're actually quite nice. Okay guys, so I am running a full E85 setup on the car. It does dyno right about 801 on a Mustang dyno, but I think the really impressive thing is that it makes right at 800 torque. And you know, so the torque curve in this car is fantastic. And you know, I have not dynoed it on a dyno jet. I'm told that on a dyno jet it would make high 8s, probably somewhere around 9 depending on the dyno. So you do the numbers on it, the car makes 1,000 to the crank. So when somebody says they have 1,000 horsepower Hellcat, most likely what they mean is that it's 900 or so on a dyno jet. So at any rate, the car is running twin 450s on the fuel pumps. It is running actually stock lines on the car. But it does run 1300cc injectors. That's just all part of the E85 setup. It is set up to drag race. It's got little things, 180-degree stat in it. It does run a 309 gear. I'm not running the 262 gear, some people think, so I am running the same gear that you'd find like in a Demon. Also, the car is running a 4-inch aluminum drive shaft, which is, for a car of this level that races all the time, you cannot do without that. So you've got that piece of it, and then of course on the exhaust piece we mentioned the tunnel ram, and then it does have capless mids from JLT. So those are basically just kind of a bolt-in. On my car they're actually welded in because the entire exhaust system is welded to avoid any leaks and to just keep anything from moving, back pressure issues, things like that. But it is a really nice setup. I really enjoy the car. It's not crazy, guys. I mean, think about it. It's a pulley and a tune car. Really. I mean, it's got some supporting mods, but you're talking about a Hellcat that's got a couple of pulley mods, but it's well tuned. It does have a transmission tune. It does have obviously an engine tune, and the car it's just one of those cars that you can go out and you can run it all day. It does have a killer chiller, which means that we took one of the heat exchangers from the bottom of the car here, and actually it came out, and then we put the killer chiller in there. And what that means, for those of you guys that don't know, it is it's a system that you can blast the AC. It actually reroutes the air conditioning right through the blower unit, and it basically super cools the motor. It keeps the car consistent. It keeps your IATs down, and that's what helps your car continue to make the power consistently. And I feel like it's part of the reason that this car's had so much success with this new package. So, guys, it's kind of a turnkey, no-brainer car that you can rock and go out and kind of hurt people's feelings. Really do enjoy it. You guys will see a lot of my race videos coming up very soon. You guys will see a lot more content from me soon, and feel free to chime in on the comment section below, and hopefully we hear back from you guys soon. So have a good one. Till next time.